It seems as Donald Trump is showing his hand and telling the Fed, I'm powerful. In today's video, perhaps we're entering the banana zone from Raoul Pal. Feels kind of fruity. Banana zone phase 2 should run until August or so, with short and sharp corrections. But please enjoy your fruit responsibly. And no, I don't think that is the top in August, but phase 2 correction should happen around then before final leg higher into year end or 2026, too early to tell. So are we really entering where everything, Bitcoin, XRP, Ethereum goes bananas? The global liquidity or global M2 is suggesting that's the case, guys, right? And it's literally up only. The same thing previously, guys. If this is following liquidity, that means we're going to see a new all-time high here very soon, and then new all-time highs, probably somewhere upwards towards 200k, right? It's already beginning because to the cryptocurrency market today, everything in the green, green, green. Then about $1 billion worth of cryptocurrency shorts liquidated in the past 24 hours. That's what we're talking about, guys, right? They're going to go after these shorts because it's free money for the market maker, and it was. So are we about to enter the point of no return? And we were the first people to call this. Millennials are set to become the richest generation on record thanks to the $84 trillion great wealth transfer from their baby boomer parents and grandparents per fortune. What's about to happen, guys? The great wealth transfer. Exactly. And this is where I'm pretty sure Donald Trump plays a huge role in that transfer. Trump says, you better go out and buy stocks now. Let me tell you, this country will be like a rocket ship that goes straight up. Okay? And it seems like he's not joking around. Wow. So here he is, guys. And remember, he's one of the most important insiders there is out there. And he just told us to buy stocks. What does that mean? Let him explain.
You better go out and buy stock now. Let me tell you, this country will be like a rocket ship that goes straight up. This is going to be numbers that nobody's ever seen before. That's a very important element of all of this. You know, if we get that, if you don't, and the Democrats are fighting it only because they want to fight. They have Trump derangement syndrome. You know,
look at that. He's like, we're going to places we have never even stepped in, guys. Right? We're basically going to go to the moon and beyond. There's no coming back home. Right? If that's the case, then prepare, because everything's literally about to go bananas.
Somebody else, they wouldn't fight. If you had a normal person, if you had some stiff sitting behind you, they'd be fine. But they have Trump derangement syndrome. You know, Senator Schumer's become a Palestinian. Welcome. I don't know when they're going to give him the ceremony, whatever the ceremony may be. It's terrible what's happened to the Democrats. So very, very important element of everything, of what we're doing, unrelated to today, but related in the sense that we'll do, if that passes, we'll do even more business with the UK. We'll have so much.
Yep. So the inside call has been announced, guys. It's time to buy. Because we're going to go to places never even seen before, right? A rocket ship that goes straight up. There is no up, down, up, down. He's talking about numbers go straight up, guys. That's like mooning overnight. This isn't a drill. And that's from the head insider. Trump just told America to go buy stocks. I'll tell you what, the billionaires won't. You are better off buying hard assets like gold and silver, or utility protocol solutions like XRP, XLM, XCC, and a few others. They don't follow markets, they rebuild them, guys. Right? Yes, from everything, I would choose XRP. But that's just me. Not to mention, XRP is a front runner of this cycle, right? Which is very bullish. Then, more rocket fuel is probably about to get injected as well, because Bank of England cuts interest rates by 0.25% to 4.25%, citing Trump's tariff war, trade war as a key factor. So this just gives more liquidity to the markets, and it is quite bullish for markets to go higher. But spot the odd one out. European Central Bank rate cut. Bank of England rate cut. Bank of China rate cut. Every central bank around the world are having rate cuts except the Fed. But remember, everyone else does their policy change first, then America joins in, right? Because they don't want to get left behind. But when they do step in, guys, they take lead, they take charge, right? So it's coming. So all this is happening, by the way. Bitcoin is rising like never before, cryptos are, and everything, without the Fed even changing their tune. So imagine when the Fed does. That's why I'm saying Bitcoin will head to $1 million before the collapse, probably. President Trump says the Fed chair won't cut rates because he's not in love with me.
The chairman of the Fed, Jerome, if he would lower interest rates like China did, like I think UK did, but like numerous other countries have done, it's like jet fuel. It'd be great. But he doesn't want to do it. I think he doesn't want to do it. Probably he's not in love with me. I think that's right. It's sort of a crazy reason, but that's the way life is. Anybody in his position it would be like jet fuel. But even without that, we're doing well.
Look, even without the policy change, guys, we're doing well. But he said when they do cut rates and basically start QE and print so much money, it's going to be like jet fuel. You guys see? Very key of what he just stated. So things are already bullish. Now imagine the Fed turns bullish as well. XRP will hit $100 in the cycle, most likely. Why? Because Bitcoin will probably hit 1 million. Ethereum like 100K. I mean, he really wants to create a golden age in America. That will happen with this. President Trump officially announces new trade deal with the United Kingdom. Then he says he is very close to announcing more trade deals. Okay, so this is all bullish, guys. It's crazy how the market was once extremely bearish and now it's all of a sudden bullish, right? It's like a decoupling happened. Not to mention, look at this. Here we go with no capital gains on crypto as well. Missouri is set to become the first United States U.S. state to eliminate capital gains taxes on stocks, real estate, and cryptocurrencies, while Arizona governor signs a law to establish a Bitcoin reserve fund. So it's just getting crazy out there. What do you think happens now? The money will be flooding into these certain assets. And you don't need much money, much liquidity to flood into cryptos to pump it very hard. Think. Because not only that, but the banks are stepping in as well. This, guys, honestly, at this point, this is diabolical. I had to say it. United States federal regulator says regulated banks can buy, sell, and custody cryptocurrencies. What? We front-ran the banks. The banks are about to step in, but you're glad, you should be happy that you bought ahead of them. Because they want a slice of the pie, and they will do anything, and they will, to prop this market to heights never even realized.
More than 50 million Americans hold some form of cryptocurrency. This digitalization of financial services is not a trend. It is a transformation.
Oh my lord, this is diabolical. More than 50 million Americans hold cryptocurrencies. Imagine everyone that does. And more will be joining in because the banks have. So imagine all the ad sprees and everything, plus the Fed turning bullish. Yeah, this is the remedy. These are the ingredients for the parabolic boom before the collapse appears.
Here at the Office of the Comptroller of the Currency, we've confirmed that national banks and federal savings associations may engage in certain cryptocurrency activities responsibly in order to serve their customers. OCC-regulated banks may provide custody services, including the safekeeping and secure storage of cryptocurrencies and other digital assets, all on behalf of their customers. The banks we supervise also may buy and sell cryptocurrencies they hold in custody at their customers' direction. Additionally, these banks may provide other custody services, including record keeping, tax, or reporting services for their customers. OCC banks may use a sub-custodian to provide the same services, subject to appropriate third-party risk management practices.
Guys, they actually are joining in, and we called it the banks will at some point, and we said when they do, prepare for the manipulation to the upside getting out of hand. And this is literally the biggest domino to fall for Bitcoin to head to numbers, big numbers at that, and obviously XRP, because the case is about to be concluded too. Perfectly timed.
While a range of cryptocurrency and digital asset activities may be performed by banks and their third parties, I want to be clear that the OCC expects these activities to be conducted in a safe and sound manner and in compliance with applicable law. To learn more, please visit occ.gov.
Wow. Crazy, huh? Today, guys, today is literally victory day. Today's not a drill. Today's not a joke, right? They're not joking at all. You think they are? No, they're not, guys. They're not. Not to mention, this is all happening while the interest of Bitcoin is near all-time lows. For XRP, probably low as well, right? Because of the sentiment shift that these coins have been consolidating for many, many months. People got bored, right? Especially with tariff stuff. People got fearful. So once we start creating new all-time highs here shortly, it seems as, because cryptos are just mooning, it's not gonna stop. It's not. Especially when you have the big backers of the system, the banks joining in, it's over. You technically won. No, you did win. You won, right? You front ran everyone, every institution, every asset manager, and even the players that control the system, the banks. So, round of applause, guys. Congratulate yourself. Very beautiful indeed. Let's see what comes up next, because things are just going to get more wild. Prepare. Now, the Nature Vice. What was that? So, face me, see ya.